Right there in front of us. Go. That section already, to lift it right.
Oh yeah. That's how they make it so you can get on.
Roll on, roll off. Grab right up into the back of these ships very quickly. They can roll them up. Trucks, tanks, jeeps, food supplies, medical supplies.
Look at the snowman.
Load these ships very quickly within a couple of days, and then cross the Atlantic Ocean in 6.5 days. Take over the stern now, these two ships. You can see the branches down on the inside ship there, Kennedy. They can drive on and off the ship with those big ramps. They call it roll ships. Roll on, roll off.
See that?
The tailgates of the stern.
Drive right in.
And also, folks, back here in the canal behind the locks, St. Paul Bridge, Raymond Bridge, this is where they had the big breach in the levee system during Hurricane Katrina. And they really are the ground and stay forward because you go down 6 feet to run in the water.
Oh, this is the room.
It's all of southeast Port Louisiana below sea level.
Let's go in.
The Orland tells us the largest
Well, big wheel. Pretty big stuff, ain't it? Hold on, I want to go back up here a little bit. See, man? Like them pipes got some big pressure in them.
coming up, folks, you'll see over the trees over here, there's a big flagpole rising up over here. The American flag at the top of the post, below the American flag, the Louisiana state flag. Don't pass on the left, you'll have Jackson here. We go back in 1816. They were named after General Andrew Jackson. Now, this group of colonial-style buildings, they were originally built for military purposes. Used to house the Union soldiers during the Civil War. Currently being used by the Louisiana National Guards up until Katrina hit. Various roofs were all torn off. Structure to the buildings were damaged. They're being restored. If you look over there, we got all the roof on it. And working on the various time. Now you'll notice the extra large gallery or porches over there, the unit connecting the square. Originally accommodated the soldiers' living quarters. Soldiers slept out there in those porches and hammocks and mosquito netting in days before air conditioning. Jackson Barracks on the levee there, folks, built back in 1816.
Their boilers, you can see a flame and all. Really? Only boiler one's on. See, boiler two's got black. Yeah. And then this one's got flame. Okay. That's like actual power or something. Yep. Let's keep walking this way, and then we'll go up.
Transfer a lot of the trucks and cars to the van. Show the engine on Coming up, those two big tall smokestacks sticking up. You're looking at the American Sugar Refinery, Domino Sugar. Constructed in 1904.
Size of that
second
road.
largest sugar refinery in the world. The largest one is in Brazil. Raw sugar is brought here.
Rope's as big as my arm.
Ships are loaded with 100-pound size of pure refined sugar. Barges are also filled with refined sugar. We found up here behind us all the way from Louisville, Kentucky. Huge manufacturer of fine Kentucky whiskey. 6,200,000 pounds of sugar is refined here each day. See what barges? Here. See your restaurants, the dining room tables, all the way up to 5, 10, 20, 50, 100 pounds. Domino Sugar on our left. Been in business for over 100 years. Ships on our right side of the passing, those ships are anchored in. It's called the General Shipping.
You were downstairs.
5%. Hold this back. And the ships on our right, they're anchored down to General Ship Anchorage. This area is an area for these vessels to anchor. They wait for their orders, immigration clearance, or docking space. This anchorage is free. Any port they charge an anchorage fee, but while these ships are in anchorage, supplies are brought to them by water taxis. Water barges are all.
Hey, we can go right here. Go down one.
That's just going down. You're just gonna go down.
see the monument there, it's where Jackson, to help with the famous part, John Lafitte, his men, handful of Kentucky long rifles, Tennessee volunteers, Choctaw Indians. They teamed up with Jackson by the Rodriguez Canal as they awaited for Sir Edward Pakenham and the British Army to cross the field from down at the other end, where you see that big smokestack sticking up over here. Back in those days when the treaty was signed in Belgium, time that information got over here, it was almost 2 weeks too late. All had already taken place.
All right.
So there was a lot of innocent lives lost in the Battle of New Orleans because of the way communication was back in those days. Diesel electric carries about 1,000 passengers. She makes a short stop here by the battlefield. They're loaded with steel scrap. You see the ship down ahead of us. You see these white buoys, these are mooring buoys. These ships come in here, they anchor down to these buoys, and they towboats, they push these barges one at a time down here to that ship. They'll go alongside the ship and then they'll take the cranes, unload the steel scrap into that ship down there. All the barges on our left, you can see the hatch covers are open, you can see inside of them. They're all loaded with steel scrap. Big smokestack over there is the old former Kaiser aluminum plant, shut down back in the 70s. They have another plant upriver behind us, about 35 miles away. Another ship passing there, folks, heading up on the right. Getting ready to change pilots. The ship heading up flying the flag of the country of Panama. It tells you what country the ships are registered on. That one there heading up is from Panama.
Josh, we're going to go down to the...
Service. You can see this bow. How they get the crew and the pilots on board the ships. They go alongside with the water taxi boats. They lower that ladder down over the side. And you can see the orange looking boats on the stern of these ships. That's the lifeboat. It's attached on the stern there. If the ship is in danger of sinking, the crew climbs into the boat. Boat release gear and it's released off the stern into the ocean. Keep in contact with the Coast Guard and other boats. Also have the GPS system. That is the lifeboat you'll see attached to the stern of these ships. That's a towboat pushing up on our right there. He's got loaded chemical barges pushing upstream there on our starboard side. And we're coming down on the Chalmette refinery here to the left. We have many refineries here on the Mississippi River. Going upriver to Baton Rouge, Exxon, Shell, they have that good old gasoline that we need for our automobiles. The section on our left there, this is the Coke plant. Coke is a refined product. They refine the crude. They make rubber tires, lead pencils. Also, they use it for paving the streets, asphalt. This section there is the Coke plant, and then the refinery coming up where they refine the crude. Chalmette Refinery. Algiers, Louisiana on the west bank, crossing over to the left. Chalmette, Louisiana on the east bank. There's a toll when you travel from the West Bank on a right going over to the left. They're owned and operated by the state of Louisiana. Now the Gulf of Mexico, about another 100 miles on downriver. That 100-mile stretch, there is no bridges down here. First set of bridges are in the city of New Orleans behind us. One of the reasons
generator. These are very similar to what we used to use out at the racetrack to power all the lights. Picks up the oil, drags it down. Back up, picks up the oil, drags her down. It keeps itself lubricated. Okay, so this is.
Those bridges, and we've been running parallel. We'll be looking right at them here as soon as we make this turn in the bend. It's the Crescent City connection, twin bridges. Two of the world's great bridges. Each bridge is at a bridge pier in the water. And their main span are amongst the 10 longest cantilever type bridge spans in the world. They have a span clearance between.
This is a pretty neat view from here.
Yeah, that's why I got
1,575
Hurry up, hurry up.
feet.
I know. Where is this?
The second bridge on the other
You're
side of the
asking
old
the wrong person.
built back in
I was the one that slept through
1958
geometry. Or not
at a
geometry,
cost
but
of $65 million.
whatever it is. Social studies and
These bridges are carrying
whatever
over
does the
100,000 vehicles across them each day.
yeah.
The next bridge
That
up
was
from
in
these
10th
two,
grade. 9th or
the
10th
UAP
grade.
Long Bridge,
She had
is
world
located
history
another
and
9
then
more miles on upriver
American
above these
history
two
1,
bridges.
American history 2.
The UAP Long, Thomas Jefferson,
I don't blame
from
him.
the West Bank here from Algiers, crossing back over to the right at the foot of Canal Street in New Orleans. Again, when you cross on bridges or the ferry boat from the West Bank here coming over to the right, there is a $1 toll. Now, pedestrians can ride the ferry boats for free. There's no charge if you walk on board. If you have an automobile, you pay $1 from the West Bank coming over to New Orleans. Now the Canal Street dock on the right coming up. Foot of Canal Street, one of the widest streets in the country. Runs from the Mississippi River all the way out to Lake Pontchartrain, Lake Shore Drive.
That's that ferry right there. We
옆자리 사이